Hello, good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to another Art for All group. My name's Lucy, and I'm a creative artist working with the wellbeing team at St Christopher's. Normally, we would have an art group every Tuesday afternoon in the Anniversary Centre, but until we are back in the hospice, we're doing groups online. And this week, I wanted to share with you an idea about artwork that came about because of something that happened 1,700 years ago. So March brings us an answer to the question Monty Python's Life of Brian never quite asked: what has the Roman Emperor Constantine the Great ever done for us? And the answer came 1,700 years ago. On the 7th of the month of March, in the year 321, the Emperor Constantine decreed that Sunday should be a day of rest. So the weekend started 1,700 years ago, which I think is pretty amazing. And the idea that we have a day of rest, that we have this marker in the week, that we take some time for ourselves. And I thought I'd try and find artwork that was dedicated to Sunday, first of all. And then I branched out further into other days of the week. But thinking about Sunday, and I found this picture by the American artist Edward Hopper, done in 1926 in the Whitney Museum of Art. And it's called Early Sunday Morning. And it's on 7th Avenue. And I suppose what we're seeing here is actually what we're not seeing. We're not seeing a church. We're not seeing people going to religious services. We're seeing just the quietest kind of quiet, I think, which is a Sunday morning at dawn, just before everybody's awoken. There won't be any business later on in the day. There won't be the hustle and bustle. There'll be this relaxation and contemplation that starts off with this beautiful, very dramatic light that wouldn't actually have happened on this street. This is 7th Avenue in New York. This light wouldn't occur on the way that this street is oriented. But Edward Hopper makes it happen that way, to makes it kind of, almost there's a religiousness without any mention of religion. Next, I have a series of paintings by the Korean American artist Byron Kim. These are his Sunday paintings, and he started these in 2001, and he aimed to do them every Sunday. Some Sundays he didn't manage to, but he writes notes underneath them, and he paints the sky above his head, the sky that he can see. And he's done this, I think he's still going, so it's been going for 20 years, all of these paintings. And he recorded the inauguration of President Obama. He recorded September the 11th. And they're mostly of the sky in Brooklyn. So some of them show clouds, some of them show this beautiful cerulean blue. But the sky above our heads, the sky on Sunday, maybe the time when we have the time to look up and see what else is there. And then a very famous painting about the leisure of a Sunday, and this is Sunday at the Grand Jatte by Georges Seurat, and this is a pointillist painting. So it's made up of thousands upon thousands of tiny coloured dots. So there's these tiny, tiny brushstrokes that make up these really complex hues and forms. And I suppose it's so complex and so much work goes into it, but none of these people are actually doing work. All of these people are at their leisure because it's a Sunday, and that's what Sundays are about, a day to rest. And finally, I thought about how I would depict the other days of the week, and you might like to maybe create your own versions, your own images, or your own poems, or your own songs about what other days of the week could look like for you or feel like for you. Does Monday always feel like a blue Monday? And I think there are lots of songs about the days of the week. So Blue Monday by New Order. got Sunday Girl by Blondie, Manic Monday by the Bangles, Ruby Tuesday by the Rolling Stones, Wednesday Morning 3 a.m. by Simon and Garfunkel, Thursday's Child by David Bowie, Friday on My Mind by the Easy Beats, Friday I'm in Love by The Cure, Driving Saturday by David Bowie. So maybe you think of certain days and associate them with certain colours or certain activities, and maybe it's a case that you might want to journal them. Maybe it's a case that, like Byron Kim, you might want to create a record of your particular favourite day of the week, or the day when you have time to record them. But thank you very much for joining today, and I look forward to seeing you all next week, where we'll be celebrating International Women's Day. So all the very best. Until then, thank you for joining. Goodbye.